Hey there, fellow readers. Today we're going to be talking about the middle grade, kind of young adult novel, Queen of the Tiles by Hanna Alkaf. And this book is about a young girl, and her name is Najwa. And in her life, Najwa has one really great passion, and it's actually centered around a board game. And if you can't quite tell from the cover of this book, right, Najwa's passion really centers around the game of Scrabble. And don't get me wrong, I love a good game of Scrabble just as much as the next person, right? However, I'm definitely not nearly as serious about the game of Scrabble as Najwa is. And that's because Najwa is actually so serious about the game, she is a competitive player. Who knew such a thing existed, right? So if you're into Scrabble or board games, you can actually join the competitive Scrabble circuit, which Najwa in this book is a part of. Well, unfortunately, about a year before this book takes place, Nedra was at a tournament and she saw something terrible happen. And essentially, during one of the games, her best friend in the world, whose name is Trina, right? Trina just kind of starts acting jittery and she's a little bit shaky. And then all of a sudden, she just collapses on top of the board. The pieces go flying everywhere and Trina dies. And so, because of this, for 12 months, Nedwa is really having a hard time. She cycles through these really intense emotions of grief, of depression, of just doubting herself and who she is, and of course, missing her best friend who just tragically died a year before. So, in order to kind of overcome her grief, Nedwa convinces herself it's time to get back into Scrabble, right? She's going to go to a tournament. It's actually the same tournament at the same hotel where Trina died a year before. And she's going to play, and she is going to become the new Queen of the Tiles. She's going to become the winner of this particular tournament. However, when she gets there, things take a turn for the worst. And on Trina's Instagram account, which hasn't been disabled, this random person starts posting as Trina, giving them all sorts of cryptic clues, all of her followers, cryptic Scrabble clues about what actually happened to Trina that day. And maybe really questioning or forcing people to question, is what happened to Trina an accident? And if so, who had it out for Trina enough to kill her in public playing a game that she loved? So if you are really into mystery books, if you like a good thriller, if you just want a good, clean read, then I recommend Queen of the Tiles as a next great read for you. See y'all online soon.